Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Summer Cup Great League, and let's see what team we're going to be trying out. We got the Charjabug paired with the Shadow Poliwrath and Shadow Tentacruel. They switch out into their Charjabug. We're going to stay in for now. We're going to throw this X-Scissor right back at this Charjabug that has a energy disadvantage. Our opponent here does throw a move. We try to catch an X-Scissor. Let's see what they end up throwing. Okay, it ends up being the X-Scissor, so that was a great catch right there. Already getting this Charjabug into the low yellow. We're gonna shield here. Ends up being another X-Scissor, so nice play. I'm trying to farm down, and we want to keep this Tentacruel pretty healthy, so we invest our second shield right there, and we have to deal with this Pelipper now. Pelipper here is gonna shield our Acid Spray, which is good for us. We're gonna get to another Acid Spray here to do some more chip damage. You can see already into the yellow, all these extra poison jabs gets it into the low red. We can come in with our Charjabug right here to sneak in one Bull Switch. This is gonna only allow them to get to one move. They go for the Blizzard. Pelipper is very interesting. Down goes the Pelipper. We see the Diggersby in the bag. This Diggersby here is going to be able to get to a Scorching Sand. Do we avoid the debuff? Yes, we do. We're going to have to go for some chip damage here. This Icy Wind will debuff their attack, but also get the last shield. Now we're forcing them to use some energy here. This is going to be the Scorching Sand, and we just have to get to a move with our Charjabug. We luckily have a move, and this is going to be the X-Scissor that takes out the Diggersby. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with a combination of the Poliwrath and the Charjabug. Catching some of that energy from the opposing Charjabug ended up being the key, as they had to use a bunch of energy and time to get rid of our Tentacruel low. All right, we got the Shadow Quagsire versus the Charjabug. This is kind of a neutral matchup depending on if they're able to get a potential Stone Edge off or not. We're going to go for this X-Scissor here. We get that good neutral damage there. We'll try to catch a move, and our opponent is going to save all that energy and switch out into their own Charjabug. We're going to go for this Scold right here to either do some big damage or get some shields. We do get the shield. They are able to farm a ton. They go for the Discharge right here to take out our Tentacruel. We're going to come right back in with our own Charjabug. This Charjabug here has the health advantage and shield advantage, but they have the energy advantage. They go for X-Scissor, does a good amount of damage. Now it's going to come down to the CAP tie. Oh, unfortunately, we lose the CAP tie, but now we know that information. We can go for a potential, depending on if they shield here or not. Let's see what they do. They decide to let it go. Okay, that's fine. Here, we're going to have to just go for this neutral Discharge. This Discharge will get this Skelligers close to 50%, and then we're going to switch out immediately into our Shadow Poliwrath. We're going to have to shield here because no matter what, the moves are going to be pretty hard hitting. Here, we're going to have to go for the Icy Wind bait. This Icy Wind does get shielded. At least we get the debuff. Can we survive a Disarming Voice from this range? Let's find out. We are Shadow, but we did debuff them. They go for the Shadow Ball. Even the Shadow Ball is not enough. They combo play the Quagsire to throw their Aqua Tail right back at us, but they already had two Aqua Tails saved up. So this is going to be GG's. They are going to be able to win that backline right there. So well played by them. Not a lot of play that we had in the backline. We were pretty dry on energy most of the time. So that was just well done by them. Here we got the Mirror Charjabug matchup. The Charjabugs here, we don't know who's going to be able to win this CAP tie. We're going to allow the first one to go through. Ends up being the X-Scissor. We're going to throw this X-Scissor when we have double. They didn't throw on timing, so it allowed that Volt Switch to go through. But now you can see both of us here decide to use the X-Scissor. They are able to win the CAP. So losing these CAPs, kind of brutal. They are gonna shield it up, and now we have no choice but to try to catch this X-Scissor. Let's see if they end up throwing the X-Scissor. Okay, they do go for the X-Scissor. We are able to catch that, and here we're just gonna try our best to farm it down. We do get the farm down, which is fantastic, and they end up having the Crocalor in the bag. This Crocalor here is going to, okay, they're gonna dip out of here and catch this Scold right back onto their Vigoride. We do get the debuff, so that helps us even more. We're going to apply the pressure, go for another Scald here. Takes out the Vigoroth, no problem. And now we can deal with this Crackalore a little bit better, as they have to use energy here. We are going to let this one go, and we can just come in with our Shadow Poliwrath here. These counters are applying a ton of pressure, and there we go. GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Poliwrath countering down, but most of the damage was done from that Shadow Tentacruel. Next game, let's see what we find. We got the Charjabug versus the Quagsire. Okay, another kind of interesting neutral lead here. Let's see what we end up doing this time. We go for the X-Scissor to deal some good damage, and our opponent here is going to throw a move. We switch out into the Poliwrath, trying to possibly catch the Stone Edge. We do catch the Stone Edge, which is great for us. Our opponent here comes right back in with their Typhlosion. Typhlosion is able to reach these Thunder Punches after 2 Incinerates. We're going to shield once and then apply the pressure. Going for this Icy Wind bait here. Let's see if we get the shield back. We do get the shield back, which is great. We debuff them, and now we can have the choice of potentially shielding to get the energy headed into the last matchup, or let this go and have a farm down with our Charjabug. We elect to get the get the farm and get the energy advantage. Here we go for the X-Scissor, get this Quagsire into the red, and then we're going to switch out into the Tentacruel. We do catch a Stone Edge again. Here we have to make a decision. Are we going to shield here or let it go? We're going to shield this Tentacruel. Ends up being the Aqua Tail, which is not the shield, but at least we have energy on our Tentacruel. Now we can apply it into their last Pokemon. This Scald here does go through. Our opponent here is trying to reach to a Body Slam. Okay, so they do get it right on timing. This is going to use some of their energy, and now we just have to come back in with our Charjabug to farm down with our Pulse Switches. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game, basically because we had energy advantage on our Tentacruel headed into our last Pokemon, able to get that huge Skull to go off, and then we just, they were so low that they had no time to reach 3 moves, basically. Alright, Charjabug versus Charjabug again. Are we going to be able to win one CAP tie? Let's find out. Here, we're going to allow the first one to go through. We can survive it, and our idea here is to get to this next X-Scissor. Our opponent does get an extra Volt Switch in, but we should be on even energy now, and we do win a CAP tie here. So this is going to help us grab this first shield. We know that we can shield here and get to the next one, and we are going to be able to win this tie right here. So let's see if they allow this to go through or not. We are potentially threatening KO here. We do get the KO, so great for us. They use their Vigoroth here, and we're going to switch out into our Tentacruel immediately. We can take the first one easily, and let's see what they end up doing on the next. Okay, they go for the Rock Slide. Our opponent here ends up switching out into the Quagsire, so at least we get the Quagsire to come out a little bit late. We're going to force them to use some energy here. Are they running Mud Bomb or they're running Aqua Tail? Let's find out. Mud Bomb it is, able to take out the Tentacruel really easily. And then we're going to come back in with our Poliwrath. This Poliwrath is going to be able to survive the Mud Bomb, and we're going to try to get to this move here. Okay, our opponent is close to a move. We're going to throw this Icy Wind to either get the last shield or get the KO. We do KO the Quagsire, and now we have to deal with the Vigoroth with a shield. So we're going to shield up right here and apply all of this extra counter damage, and we are going to be able to farm down. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Shadow Poliwrath. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.